smoke weed and have it blow the camera.
No, we gotta keep this going, boys. I'm fucked.
I just need to get my...
Spice Boys.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Justin Doyle, and you're watching Spice Boys. It's the show with spicy questions and even spicier boys. Today, I'm joined by rock and roll rascal Phil Lyons. He's the guitarist for Elvis Presley, as well as various other musical groups over the years. When he's not on stage, you can find him at the skate park, crushing PBR, smoking darts, and breaking hearts. Phil, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Justin.
Phil, how are you feeling today? How are you feeling about all this?
There's a lot of very hot spices in front of me, and I'm excited to try them, but I also have a bad feeling about this.
All right, well, should we get going?
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's do it.
First one.
Cheers.
Should be a pretty easy one. Valentina's.
Mexican ketchup.
No big deal.
You know what? I'm not really good at spice, but out of spite, I'm gonna eat every piece of meat off every bone.
Yeah?
No.
Well, you do you, buddy.
Tough guy.
So, Phil, I think it's fair to say that your most notable work as a musician is with Elvis Presley. But when you started Elvis Presley, you were the front man in a punk band called Couch Thieves. How did that come about, and was it difficult making the transition from a punk band to a hip-hop band?
It came about because Gordo, the bass player, I've known since I was probably 16 years old, and we both came out here from Ontario. I actually met Jackson, the drummer, at a open mic. I was like, I'm tired of looking for a drummer. Who the fuck plays drums here? And Jackson's little scrawny arm poked up out of the crowd, and I was like, we're starting a band. And like a day and a half later, he was at my house, and we were writing music and started out. The name Couch Thieves came from Gordo passing out on everybody's sofa. And we had a couple names, but Couch Thieves seemed to fit. And I've always been a punk guy in that part of my life, my young teens and then early 20s. And then when I met the Elvis guys, it kind of started out more of a project that I would do little sessions with Jesus. And it was just fun to do something different. And then he's like, no, we have a show. And then we had another show. And then we had a tour. And then we had an album, and then we had 3 albums, and then I never saw a hard transition. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was never like A and B, it was kind of just playing guitar. And the music especially our first album, was very punk rock for hip hop. And I thought anyways, and we just grew as people, and you learn more, and you try different things.
And there you go.
There you have it. Maple rum chipotle.
Ooh, that's pretty tasty.
That is nice. Small batch. Oh, there's some heat there though.
Sweet but heat. Yeah?
This is gonna be bad.
All right, Phil, so you live in Victoria these days, but originally you're from Ontario. And legend has it that you made it to BC by hitchhiking across Canada with a magician named Scott Strange with the royalty money that he made off of a Magic DVD. Is that true? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
He sold that DVD and he's like, let's get out of here. I think I had $1,100. Like my last paycheck from my very good job I had at the time. Everybody was super worried that I was like leaving a good job with a union and everything, with a good company, and I was like, no, I'm out of here. And we like made it to Toronto, which is 3 hours from Ottawa, and I was broke. I think I spent my last $60 on a pellet gun. Thinking that I was gonna hunt squirrels and shit, and I did not hunt squirrels, but I did hitchhike with a gun barrel sticking out of my backpack the whole time.
Successfully.
True story.
All right.
And then we lived off of like other people's kindness and shit. Like we met this girl in Edmonton, and she gave us walking around money for the West Edmonton Mall because she was just nice.
Nice.
Like just the everything really worked out well. For a 19-year-old kid, never left Ontario, to just thumb it. Everything worked out perfect. I was in BC in like 2 weeks.
Not bad.
Yeah, no, it was like, it worked out really well.
Pretty good off of magic money.
Yeah, and like I said, Scott Strange, who, by the way, thanks for getting me out here, because if it wasn't for him, I never would have left. And he used to teach, or, you know, videotape magic tricks and then sell them at magic shops and stuff. And they were like, oh, we want to just buy the rights to it. He's like, done.
Wow. Hell of a guy.
Yeah. There's lots of sauce on this one. Maybe I'm not fucking thinking. Look at that. Oh, it's dripping.
It's the green one. The green bastard.
Oh no. Oh no, we're getting hot now.
How's that one treating it?
It's hot. This one. Ugh. Woo!
Wing 3, buddy. Pace yourself.
Oh, it's hot.
It's getting there.
Oh.
Okay, Phil. So apart from music, you were also in the restaurant industry for years. What was your biggest pet peeve about working in that industry?
Dude, when it's like the kitchen closes at 11 and the server comes up at like 10:50, not even a customer walks in, the server orders a staff meal with like 5 minutes. No, go to Wendy's. Go to Wendy's, man.
You wouldn't do it?
No, I would, because you gotta have a good relationship with the bar staff, because they're the ticket to the liquor. So you gotta keep a good rapport with whoever has control of the liquor, because they meet you in the fridge and you do shots so that people can't see, and then you continue working. I don't think there's any person that has worked night staff at a restaurant and not been drunk on shift. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. But yeah, other than that, people that say that they have like a celiac allergy, but they're like eating the bread, I see you. I see you, man.
All right. So you've been a penniless hitchhiker and a cook.
Yeah.
For those of us who may find ourselves hitchhiking or sleeping on a bench, what is your go-to recipe on a shoestring budget? A hobo dinner, if you will.
Good question, solid question. If you're in Victoria, take yourself down to Chinatown, get yourself a pork bun. Okay, they're like $1.25, you get 3 of them, you're full. If you're anywhere other than the coastal area of Vancouver Island, you get yourself some tins of tuna. They got like flavored tuna, a little tin like that, a little bit of bread, boom, plenty of protein, plenty of good flavor. You get like a lemon pepper one. Get the ones that are just about to go sour. Those are the ones on sale, bottom shelf. Another good one, if you and a friend, you got like $6 each, whole roasted chicken. Eat it. Survive.
What about what about living off the land? You ever shoot any squirrels or
No, never shot any squirrels.
Catching some.
I'm sweating. Living off the land. When I did get to Nanaimo, when I did my hitchhike thing, we ended up in Nanaimo. We bought a crab trap and 1 piece of chicken, and that chicken we let rot. Which the more it's rotten, the better bait it is. Crab traps, because what you do is you catch the crab, you keep 1 or 2 to eat, you make a shopping cart grill over the fire, and then you eat those, but the ones you don't eat, you sell to tourists. And that's how you survive.
Nice.
Seriously. Dumb tourists, don't buy them crabs up.
So that's good advice. That's good advice.
Crab traps, great investment.
All right. Well, let's see what we got next.
Fuck.
We got the Reef here. Used to be a great little restaurant in Victoria. It's no more. They make some good sauce.
I'm gonna like channel this heat into like a psychedelic experience.
Well, best of luck to you.
Oh man, this is good actually. It's like a peanut.
It's like a jerk oil. So, over the years, you've shared the stage with a lot of different artists and musicians. Who is someone that you really impressed you was a really cool person to meet, and who was someone that was just a complete opposite, like who did not live up to the hype at all?
Yeah, definitely got a couple of those. Classified was super nice, super down to hear me and Jesus be like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like some people are like, I know you're a huge fan, but he was actually like stoked. Mercules, super nice guy. Also, like, you know, there's a thing about when you open for someone and you're hoping they catch your set. You know what I mean? Like, you're like kind of playing on season, like, oh, I'm going to be checking out because you want to either impress them or their team, kind of work your way up the ladder. Hercules was one person, mad child as well, as much as I hate to admit it. Came aside and was like, oh, you know, I dig it. One person that was legit a horrible human being. Who's that guy from Eminem's label, Slum Millionaire?
Whoopie?
No,
Yellow Wolf?
Yellow Wolf was one of the worst humans I've ever met. I didn't do the gig with him, but I was working as like a team member for the gig. They broke off his engagement. They flipped all the food platters in the green room. They spray painted the whole green room, dicks, everything ever. And then he didn't do his meet and greet. People paid like $65 extra to do a meet and greet, and he's just like, no, I'm not doing it. So people crowded his tour bus and drew dicks all over. I don't even know where they got the spray paint from.
They dicked him back?
They dicked all over his tour bus, but I'm sure it wasn't rental. But like, dude, they got him. He got. And they had to bring him out the back door with like 6 security around him, and they were like, fuck you. And I was like, fuck you too, man. Like, him, Obi Trice was terrible as well, but I never got to meet him. There's a lot on this one.
There's one Habanero time, buddy.
Oh! That's immediate hatred.
We're getting there.
Holy fuck.
Okay. So, Phil, you're an Axeman through and through, so we gotta ask you, who is your all-time favorite guitarist? Someone who's the best, who's influenced you, and who is the most overrated guitarist?
I'll start with overrated. And we're talking guitarist here, not singer-songwriter.
Guitarist.
Neil Young. I've seen him praised as a guitar god, okay? Terrible guitar player, terrible lead guitar player, great songwriter, playing chords, all that, but technical mumbo jumbo. Listen to the live version of Rockin' in the Free World. Terrible guitar solo. Terrible. As far as my influences go, the best guitarist in the world, despite come left field, Yngwie Malmsteen. He's like a virtuoso, almost like a Beethoven of guitar. And he was like super rock and roll, doing crazy stuff, getting kicked off of planes, like European tours canceled because he's like yelling at certain people on planes. But you get the guitar from him, just sweet picking, like just nuts. Doesn't even look at it. He's got custom scallop frets, amazing. Eddie Van Halen, rest in peace. And then just guys like Slash. Slash, I'd say, is like, if I met Slash, I'd piss. Done.
Wet the pants. Okay, on the same note.
That's hot, man.
What is your favorite guitar solo in a song, and which guitar solo is the most overrated?
These are good questions, man. Favorite guitar solo? Fuck it. November Rain.
Slash.
Yeah, that one, or the guitar solo in Since I've Been Loving You by Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page, rock and roll.
Nice.
Most overrated guitar solo of all time. It's killing me right now.
It's getting there, yeah.
Most overrated guitar solo of all time. Freebird, dude.
Freebird.
Freebird.
Wow.
All 6 minutes of that guitar solo. Fuck you, Jackson. I don't care. Freebird, man. Because it's not even the intro. It's the most self-indulgent guitar. It's two guys just back and forth. You think he's done? No, he's done. No, he's done. No, he's starting again. And it's just, it could have been done 4 minutes ago.
Wow.
Self-indulgent.
Leonard Skinner.
Gluttonous.
All right, all right. This one's one of my favorites. Queen Majesty, red habanero, and black coffee hot sauce.
I'm actually excited to eat this one. It's everything.
You sound excited.
Let's go. I'm getting dizzy.
Okay, Phil, it's time for a recurring segment we have on our show, Spice Boys,
Spice Boys.
called Explain That Gram. We do a deep dive onto our guest's Instagram and have them explain the bigger picture. So I'll hand this over to you. What do you have to say about this one?
So my first night in Pools Land.
That's a big mushroom.
First night in Pools Land, which is a hippie commune in Tofino. I moved from the big city to a hippie commune in the rainforest. And the guy running the joint, Mike Poole, rest in peace, he gave us these mushrooms. The thing was about this big. You can superimpose the photo later. I was like, how much? And he's like, that's free. And he just gave it, and we were like, this is the biggest single cubensis mushroom I've ever seen in my life. And we got so high, and we were listening to Massive Attack.
Nice.
Teardrop. I stared at a plastic bag for 3.5 hours. And we were on the Magic school bus, which was a converted school bus. I just watched Into the Wild. One of the most magical nights I've ever had. Rocking guitar tunes with two dudes from Ireland. Zoomed on mushrooms. I think we finished that whole thing off that night.
And the next one.
Yeah, Halloween, Elvis Presley has always been compared to a boy band, so we thought instead of fight it, fuck with it. And we all got white shit. That's the most expensive Halloween costume I ever had. Pants were $100. White on white on white. I got my hair braided. People thought I was Post Malone.
You look great.
We all look great, and one of my most favorite Halloweens ever. Sold out, Squamish with the Funk Hunters. 5 Alarm Funk. Fantastic night. We look like dicks. We had the headset microphones and in fact, Mike, our drummer, had his girlfriend choreograph a dance that we performed on stage to Everybody by the Backstreet Boys. And it was fucking hilarious.
Classic.
Oh my god, it's hot.
And what do you have to say about this one?
Fuck you, dude. People be icing each other. Sometimes you go on tour with your boys, sometimes you land in Alberta and think everything's fine. You try to ice someone and they see you through the window of the liquor store trying to ice, and they reverse ice you and you ice yourself. And that's what happened there. I got reverse iced.
You guys used to get iced a lot, eh?
Yeah, we used to get iced quite a bit. We used to get iced by staff of hotels that we checked into. We used to get iced on stage, which I thought was very unprofessional. We used to get iced at family events. We used to get iced and just minding my own fucking business, man. And forced to chug sugary alcoholic beverages in a binge form, and it's just not right. I'm glad that trend kind of died off. In fact, since COVID started, I haven't been iced once. So thanks, COVID, for that, you fucking chooch.
This is our very own Spice Boys hot sauce. It's called Ultra Mega Habanero. And it's pretty good. See what you think.
I'm dabbing it.
Oh!
Fuck you, dude.
The early dab. This one's pretty tasty, but I mean, you might regret
that's
that.
too much. Clean and wings. Oh, you made that?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Go.
All right, Bill. Everyone knows you have a love for skateboarding, so I got a few skateboarding quotes from famous skaters. We'll read them out. You're gonna tell me what you think about it. Give me your 2 cents.
Go.
If you skateboard, you can't be afraid to have people laugh at you. Mark Gonzalez.
Yeah, for sure, especially Gons, because he was like, he started so many trends that people back then were like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm reinventing skateboarding. People would like, oh, you're not doing freestyle? Oh, you're not skating a pool? No, he like was a pioneer of street skating. He was the one that was going to curbs, going to city property, getting the security guards, kicking them out. And that's what every famous street skater today is, scoping street spots, the best spots that aren't, you know, they're sweeping shit out so they can make it skatable. And that's what Cons was all about.
All right. You didn't quit skateboarding because you got old.
You got old because you quit skateboarding.
Jay Adams.
That's right. I don't skateboard that much anymore, and I've never felt less limber. Like when you're skating and you're moving, like you're stretching, you're moving your body. It's what kept me fit for a long time, and now I don't want to hurt my hands anymore, so I don't skateboard nearly as much. But that is a very true sentiment, because you look at guys like Geoff Rowley, you look at guys like Tony Hawk, they're like 50 and they're still skating 20-foot vert ramps. They're still doing, you know, you look at Bob Burnquist, they're still doing 30-foot gaps on mega ramps because they do it every day. You know, and they know the precautions that you need to take to stay safe when you get older, but they're still going large and putting it on the line, man.
Nice. All right, here's one. Having a girl who skates is as bad as having a girlfriend who strips. By Clyde Singleton. What do you have to say about that?
I feel like having a girl that skateboards like might one day land a trick you don't know, and then you're like, fuck. It's embarrassing, eh? Also, skater chicks are hot and strippers are hot. And they're not explicitly hot because of the way they look, but because of what they do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a stripper might not be classically hot, but once she gets on that pole and gets some pants off, and the same thing, you might have a girl that's not so good looking on the eyes, but then she kick flips a fucking 3-set, and you're like, damn! Hey! What do you got? Oh, ghost pepper.
Ghost pepper and blueberry.
This is 4 chilies out of 5 chilies. And it's gluten free, so hey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Okay, this is hot. These chicken wings are pretty good too. Where'd you get these from?
Moon underwater.
Hit me up for my Moon Underwater chicken wing story one of these days.
Moon underwater.
It's fucking hilarious.
Great wings. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Moon Underwater.
Oh, man. That's hatred.
Yeah, it's getting up there.
It's like if I ate that sauce right off the bat, it'd be tough. But now, I'm in the mix.
You are in the mix. You're doing a pretty good job so far.
Thank you.
All right, now, when it comes to the Phil rumor mill,
Oh, no.
there's no shortage of juicy gossip.
Oh, geez.
We all heard a lot about your various run-ins with the law, your burning disregard for certain chicken fast food restaurants, and
Allegedly.
your checkered and at times competitive sexual past. But we've only got so much time on the show, so is it true that you used to be a huge pro wrestling fan and would practice your moves on your favorite Ninja Turtles stuffed animal?
Bro, I told you this, my sister. So, I used to have a waterbed when I was like 8. And I was so into it was WWF back then. Okay? Let's keep it real. Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, fucking, and then you got into like the Gold Dust and the Triple H. I was so about that. Generation X. But like, 9-year-old Phil fucked with Monday Night Raw. Thursday Night SmackDown, nothing will stop me from watching that shit. And I had like Ninja Turtle stuffed animals, and I would jump. I'd get up onto my dresser and fucking like, remember Goldberg? He had that thing where you hold him up and then blah, slam him down. I'd do that, and I'd pop my waterbed.
No, you did.
And we lived on the 3rd floor. So over time, over like 2 days, one day I just woke up and I was on the wood of the frame, and all the water was gone, and the 2 units below us had hella water damage. And the inspector of the building's like, "What are you doing giving an 8-year-old a waterbed?" I don't know either, man. But like, I fucked up a lot of property damage on that one. I'm pretty sure we had to move. But yeah, I used to wrestle with my stuffed animals and shit like that. Yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite wrestler back then?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Me too.
100%.
Now.
And that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold said so.
Before we move on, can you give us your best Macho Man Randy Savage impression?
Oh yeah, brother. We got the hot sauce coming in here. It's coming out. It's a little hot, but yeah, we're gonna come through. Yeah, brother. We start with the hot sauce. It's a little hot. You go bigger. Yeah. Rest in peace, Macho Man.
Rest in peace.
Too many steroids for him.
It's too bad.
Also, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho. Just throwing it in there. Nice.
This is hot, man.
Okay, Phil. Well, it's not going to get any better before it gets worse. We're moving on to Da Bomb.
Stupid.
Ghost Pepper Edition. You ready?
No.
Clink.
Stupid. Right away. Oh! Right away.
Oh, God. That is... Yeah.
It tastes like battery acid still. Hey. Oh. No. Oh. No. No.
All right,
No.
Phil.
No. Yeah.
You've been called the crowd surf king. Legend even has it that you came out of your mother's womb crowd surfing. You crowd surfed in a garage, a hotel hallway, on a boat, in a golf course. Do you have any advice for any would-be crowd surfers out there?
No fatties. You gotta evenly distribute your weight. Starfish. And straight up, like if you're over 200 pounds, don't do it. Because you have to evenly distribute your weight. Also, you gotta have a good team. You've been underneath 92% of my crowd surf. And just like anything in life, it can't be done without the help of your peers and without people believing in you, that you can get up there. Remember that guy in the wheelchair? They said he'd never crowd surf again. And look at him, crowd surfing.
He's up there.
There's some say he's still crowd surfing to this day.
Okay, Phil. We've made it so far.
So,
And fought so hard. But in the end, it all comes down to this. Now, I don't even really know what this is called. I got it from my brother-in-law. Shout out Jesse. He called it snake oil. We're doing the last dab on this one. This is like, it might be poison, but it's really hot. So we're gonna dab our. I'm gonna do a couple of little dabs, dudes. I'll give you.
I'm seeing stuff.
Well, you're gonna be seeing fire coming out of your.
Sit up. No, let's do it. It's good.
Okay. All right, last dab, Phil. Watch your eyes around this one. Oh my gosh.
I want to thank you guys so much for putting this together. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. I appreciate you guys.
No, save your thanks till after this one. Oh my god, it's like
Oh,
bubbling.
seriously, it's nice, very nice.
Okay, you ready?
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa! Whoa! I'm cleaning it though. Oh! That's illegal. Whoa! Whoa!
All right, Phil. Yeah, we know from Instagram that you're down with dressing up as the Backstreet Boys. But we've heard that you've been doing it since you were a kid, dressing up as the Backstreet Boys, singing along and choreographing dances
My sister told you that.
since you were a kid. And so, how would you feel about giving us a taste of a little acoustic Backstreet Boys right now?
No?
Right now.
Really?
Right now.
Right now. Oh my God.
How about a little,
Get my rig.
I want it that way?
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Do you mean
My
strap?
rig. No. Brian, that's.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean.
My thing on the piano.
Do you mean, what are you looking for?
My iPad thing.
Okay.
Ah!
Hey, quick, while it's still burning.
Ah!
And live.
And the 1, 2, 3, 3. And what?
Who you got this, buddy?
Yeah. Woo! Holy fuck! You are my fire, the one desire, believe. Where I say I want it that way.
Tell me why.
That's not the part. Tell me why. But
Tell me why.
ain't nothing but a mistake.
Tell me why.
I never wanna hear you say I want no more heart songs.
All right, Phil. You made it through the 10 wings. The last one almost did me in.
That's fucked up.
Rowdy buddy, this camera. Tell them how you feel.
I don't know where you are in life right now. But you got this. I thought I had this. You got this. Check out my new album. It's called Doyle's Cunt.
All right.
Spice Boys.